Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, also known as My Injury Guy, shooting another video for you. And today's topic is, in medical malpractice cases, size matters. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, and if you've watched some of my other videos, you probably have a pretty good idea about this. One of the biggest factors that injured people never focus on, but that smart medical malpractice lawyers do focus on, is the size of the injury. Now, injured people are usually outraged by the breach of faith and trust they placed in their medical provider, and how their medical provider often is nice to them before the procedure. They screw the procedure up, they screw the treatment up, and then immediately try to BS the patient or start treating the patient like they're a criminal, which is not a good feeling. Or they try and gaslight the patient, like they try and BS him into thinking nothing's wrong or all this is normal, which is crazy to me, but it happens all the time. But why do lawyers focus on the size of the injury? Like, is it because lawyers are greedy? Well, listen, a lot of lawyers are greedy, okay? But that's not why I do it. Why I do it is that it is not uncommon to have to spend $50,000 or $100,000 in case costs before we even file a lawsuit or get to trial on a medical malpractice case. The reason why is doctors and hospitals get more protection than anyone in an injury case. So in order to sue a doctor or hospital or other medical provider before we even file a lawsuit, I'm required to retain an expert witness in every specialty. So let's say your case involves an injury in a hospital and we think a nurse did something wrong, the hospital did something wrong, and the treating doctor did something wrong, okay? In theory, we need a hospital expert, we need a nursing expert, we need a medical expert for the doctor. So that's 3 experts, and I have to get all of your medical records before and after, summarize them, review them myself and figure out what I think the case is about, and then consult with a doctor in each one of those specialties and have them enumerate exactly what they think the malpractice was. And that is before we even file a lawsuit. Now, just like police officers don't like to testify against other police officers, lawyers don't like to testify against other lawyers, doctors definitely do not like medical malpractice cases, and they definitely do not like to testify in those cases. So the very few doctors are willing to testify or act as witnesses. So when you find one, they're very, very expensive, and that's where the money goes. There's other expenses like the cost of a lawsuit, trial exhibits, depositions, all of that stuff in a medical malpractice case can really mean tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, a buddy of mine just resolved a medical malpractice case where he had over $200,000 of his own money advanced in case costs. So good for him, it settled. So he got his money back. But extremely time consuming, extremely complex, extremely expensive. And that's why lawyers, so a medical malpractice case is just like a car crash or anything else. The amount of money you get is usually tied to how serious and permanent the injury is. So I talk to lots of people who get treated terribly by a doctor, or there's a clear medical mistake, in my opinion. But I have to tell the person, I can't do it for you because by the grace of God, they didn't kill you. They didn't paralyze you. Your outcome, you were ill or required a little bit of extra medical care, but you ended up okay. That sucks. It's a bad answer. It's terrible. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's the truth. And again, I wouldn't be doing you a service if I signed up your medical malpractice case. I worked on it for 4 years. I spent, let's say, $120,000 to take it to trial. We went to trial and we won $150,000, because the jury's not allowed to know how much we've advanced in case costs, or that our expert witnesses were expensive, or that we've got $120,000 in medical. Like, does it make sense for me to risk $120,000 in advanced case costs, work on a case for 4 years, and then end up with the jury giving us $125,000? Well, that's a net $5,000. My attorney's fee is, a couple $1,000. You're going to put $3,000 in your pocket after going through 4 years of extremely stressful litigation. You're not going to be happy about that. I'd go broke. My firm would not operate very long if I handled cases like that. So that's how that works, and that's sort of like the inside baseball of medical malpractice cases. But this is what I'm going to tell you. Like, if you have any kind of serious injury related to a medical injury, absolutely consult with an injury lawyer who does med mal. One of them is me. You can always call me at 312-500-4500 anytime, day or night. And I screen lots of cases, and some of them turn into claims and lawsuits. So that's how these things work, but some of them don't. And then I like to explain to the people why. And that's what I tell people when I sign up their med mal case. I tell them, look, even if we don't have a case here we can proceed on, you are at least going to know exactly what happened, and you'll know exactly why we can or cannot proceed. So anyway, I hope that information helps you. If you need help, you can call me anytime, night or day. Please watch till the end of the video. I have a bunch of killer tools and information that I give away for free to injured people. So watch till the end. I tell you how to access all that stuff for free and no obligation. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you and your family are well. Take care.
Thanks for watching. If you or anyone you know has been hurt in an accident and needs a lawyer, or even just has questions, give me a call anytime, day or night, at 312-500-4500. You can call me anytime, day or night, and the consultation is free. That's 312-500-4500. Or if you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, I made 2 great tools that really help people out that you can use for free on my website. The links are in the description. The first one is called the Case Cash Calculator, and it tells you what your case might be worth. The other is called the Good Case Calculator, and it tells you whether you might have a good case or you might have a case with some challenges. The best part is that they're 100% free to use on my website, and it only takes you 20 seconds flat to answer 7 multiple choice questions right off the top of your head. And then you get custom information about your particular injury situation fast and for free. So check them out, links in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new videos every week, and this way you'll get notice of them. And if you have a question you'd like answered in a video, just leave a comment with your question in the comments section. Finally, if you enjoy my videos or if I've helped you in any way, I hope you'll consider doing me a favor. Injury law is a very competitive field, and I like having a small independent firm so I can help people who need it. People really rely on Google reviews when deciding who to hire, so I hope you'll consider leaving me a 5-star review on Google. It only takes a few seconds, but it's a favor to me that I would really appreciate. The link is in the description. You just go to that link, click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit, and you're done. Once again, I hope you and your family are well, and if anyone you know needs an injury lawyer or has questions, please send them my way by calling 312-500-4500. Thanks again for watching. Take care.
312-500-4500. If you got hurt, you gotta give them a try. Call my injury guy.
Call my injury guy.
312-500-4500. If you got hurt, you gotta give them a try.